All right, we live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a new episode of Lunchroom Debates. I am your co-host Dibo, along with my other co-host Matt, and guest Danny, aka Wanny, in the building.
Big Wanny, you know the vibes, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate the wonderful introduction, Debo.
Yeah,
Always an exciting
yeah.
time.
All right.
Always an exciting time. We're one day away from the first Sunday of the NFL season. And then what is it? It's like 20 weeks of football on Sundays or what? 22 weeks or something like that?
No, it's whatever. But hey, man, all I know is that from what?
Bro, I just completely
Well,
disregarded it. Or I just said whatever, and then
no,
just
no.
moved on.
I was gonna. No, I was about to say.
For
All I
all the
know is
viewers
that
that don't know, Matt and Debo currently have beef. There is trouble in paradise at the moment. So
we don't have no beef.
sources told me. So
Sources say that one lunchroom table became like no peanut butter table, and one of us is allergic to peanut butter.
And the other
Okay.
one,
You get the metaphor.
Oh yeah. I get the metaphor.
But it's all
I
jokes.
get
It's
the
all
metaphor.
jokes.
Yeah,
It's all
it's all
jokes.
love from here. It's all love from here. But as I was saying, from this week to February, football on every single week. It's gonna be amazing, beautiful. I'm gonna have red zone on one device, and then other games on the other one. Stream East. Hey, we're gonna have some fun.
hey,
We're gonna have some fun.
make sure you blur that part out. That way they don't rage streamies.
Bro, it's not gonna happen, bro. We not worried about Stream East being taken down. There's always gonna, bro. There's always gonna be people that's gonna pirate sports, even other things like movies, TV shows, stuff like that. Like,
Hold up. I know that we're doing our week one predictions, right? But my question to you is what game are you most excited for this week?
ooh, I'm gonna have to go with the Monday night game. Bills Jets. A Rod's first game as a Jet. Big NFC East rivalry. Uh, Buck and Aikman on the call. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Danny, I have a feeling I know what yours is gonna be.
Yeah, mine is gonna be Chiefs Lions. I feel like it's gonna be a fantastic, wonderful game. Wouldn't you agree, Debo?
Yeah. Speaking of that game, right? The opener. That was a very great game. The Lions pulled it off. Uh, for me, I actually had the Lions making the upset over my Chiefs, so I wasn't surprised about Thursday's result. All I could say is that, hey man, there's plenty of season left. It's only one game. We got 16 more to go, and I'm not worried.
I have a thought on that game.
Hmm.
Kadarius Toney, welcome to Siberia.
Nah.
What?
Nah.
No, he was pitiful,
Stop.
bro. He was pitiful, bro.
He was pitiful, but he missed most of training camp and like all of preseason.
Stop it.
That
You're not
is
making
true, but
There's no way you're
I
making
mean,
excuses
No,
for
no,
an
no.
NFL player
There's
not
no
being able
excuse
to
for having the
practice.
drops. Absolutely. I
So
agree.
what's
You cannot
what's the problem?
you cannot have four drops and one of them leading to a pick six that ends up losing the game. And the crucial drop in the fourth quarter on the last drive. You can't have that. I agree. But one, he had a way bigger role than he should have for a week one game where he basically had no training camp in preseason. And two, like he's not going to be used the same way for majority of the season. So he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Look, Kadarius Toney, if you got a problem with me, you can meet me in the DMs at Dibo Elango. You know where to find me. You know where to find me, Kadarius Toney. You can find me there.
You know he'll
that
find
is
him. You
not
know he likes
that
to
is
talk.
not his handle. That's not his handle.
You can find me there,
That's not
Kadarius
Danny's
Toney.
handle.
And I'll keep telling you about Daniel Jones, too. You need to go back to Danny Dimes, then, Kadarius Toney.
That is not my handle.
Like I
Please
said, if you got a
don't.
problem with me, Kadarius Toney, my Instagram handle is at Dibo Elango.
How do you spell that?
At DIBOELANGO.
Damn, Divo, you're getting some free promo.
Make sure you hit that link in bio as well. Should be a link tree in the Lunchroom Debates.
Hello.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
But
All
my
right.
serious pick for who I'm most excited for, I think that we could all guess it. It's Browns Bengals.
Yep.
Clearly,
Yep.
it's easily Browns Bengals. I've been
Nobody
salivating at
cares.
this matchup. Debo, you care. Debo, you know you care. You know you'll be there at 11 o'clock. You know you'll be there at 11 a.m. You won't be there at 11 a.m. on CBS?
Maybe.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, whatever, buddy. That's why your fantasy team is gonna go 0-16 once again.
Hey man, it's gonna be different. We gotta set the tone tomorrow.
Oh my god! Every year it's gonna be different, man. This year it's gonna be different, guys. I'm gonna win the game this year. No, you're not. No, you're not.
It's okay. It's okay. We all know I'm starting 1-0.
Yeah, because Ryan.
Yeah,
is
because
trying.
bro, this man got Cooper Kupp and Travis Kelce on his roster still.
And started Travis Kelce.
And Cooper Kupp, he's gonna start him, bro. He's not gonna change it.
Actually, he's not.
I don't think he's gonna change it. He hasn't changed it tonight.
Damn, what an L commissioner. If I was commissioner, I would never let something like that happen.
I could go in and just like change his lineup, but I'm not gonna do that. He's a grown man. He can do it.
Well, he's a grown man, and it wouldn't matter. So
it wouldn't matter at this point.
He was already projected to lose, and then he had a 0-point player. Pacheco didn't do him any favors either.
Too much damage has been done already.
Oh, you really about to give Matt like a free tune-up game, a free win. I'm sick into my stomach.
It's sickening. It is bad.
I'm so sick.
Hey, sometimes the schedule.
Bro.
And sometimes you play last place the first week of the season.
And I know, Matt, you about to take some victory laps after you win too, and I'm not.
Matt, it's not going to help your positioning in the power rankings at all. By the way, I hope you know that.
Well, I hope we don't look at the other team's performance. I hope we just look at how many points I score and how my roster performs.
So, if the Philadelphia Eagles played against the 0-16 Cleveland Browns from like 5 years ago, would we have cared?
No, but that's not my point. My point is this. I was pretty confident, even with those two playing. Like, I still felt like I was going to get the win. But what I'm saying is, like, fantasy, while it might be a head-to-head matchup, whoever performed, like, it's not like the teams are actually facing each other. It's just what team performs the best. So if I'm the highest scoring team this week, why should it matter that I played a dude who didn't set his lineup?
You won't be, but I understand.
Don't worry. I saw AJ at the gym today. We talked about the trade. I can't lie. I was telling Andrew about this yesterday. I'm happy I have AJ Brown, but I'm actually kind of regretting the trade. I think Devonta is that nice.
All right, well then redo the trade then.
Whoa. He won't do it.
Backpedaling. He's backpedaling. Backpedaling.
Backpedaling. I would need Michael Gallup in my first back. If we're redoing the trade, I'd need everything back.
Well, then redo the trade.
So I'm gonna send it.
You send it.
I'm not gonna send it. I got better things to do.
But back to Browns Bengals. Yeah, I think that is going to be a crazy fun matchup just to watch. Like as a viewer, it'll be a good game. I hope and I think, and we get to see probably the guy with the most amount of pressure coming into the NFL season this year, with a coach who's under a lot of pressure, and we get to see them blow the brakes off the Bengals in Week 1.
For me, my favorite game this week, outside of your two, because mine would probably be Bills-Jets, I'm going to go Chargers-Dolphins. I'm excited to see what that offense is going to look like with Kellen Moore running in now. Obviously, the Dolphins are healthy, so we're going to see Tua. We're going to see Tyreek. We're going to see Jalen Waddle, a healthier O-line compared to last year. So I'm excited to watch.
We actually won't be seeing a healthier O-line.
We'll see what happens.
Terrence Armstead already got or Teron Armstead, whatever his first name is. He already got ruled out.
Yeah, he got hurt. Yeah, he's out for tomorrow's game.
So Dolphins already rolling in there with me basically at left tackle.
Hey man, we move. Yeah. All right, but hey, should we get on to Should we get on to our official predictions for this week?
Let's do
Let's
it.
do it. Jinx you, Minnesota.
Grow up.
Nope.
All right. First off, we are starting with Niners versus Steelers at I don't even know how to pronounce this name now. I'm just gonna call it Heinz Field because it's always been Heinz Field. Um, the line is currently San Fran at 2.5. And with that being said, who you guys got?
Matt, I'll let you talk about your star boy first.
All right, I got you. This is probably the hardest game for me to pick. I came on here. Shoot, I don't know when we recorded our last episode, but when we were predicting rankings and standings, I said that I had Pittsburgh winning, and I felt a lot more confident about that back then. Because Nick Bosa hadn't signed his extension. Shout out to him. Man got paid. But I'm actually going to take the 49ers in this one. And it kills me. It actually pains me to take them. But here's my rationale. I understand that you're going to have the Steelers at home for the first game of the season. So you're already going to have a great environment. And I understand that their defense is going against Brock Purdy in his first game back from surgery. But to me, when I look at this game, I see a defensive matchup. I see two defenses basically dominating the game. And to me, what it comes down to is the playmakers. And for that reason, that I'm taking the 49ers simply because they have those playmakers in McCaffrey and Dibo Samuel and George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk, versus the other side where you're looking at Najee Harris and George Pickens and Deontay Johnson. And while those are good players, they're just not at the level of the 49er playmakers. And so I think the elite players of the 49ers will be able to carry them in this one.
I'm gonna say this is the upset week or the upset game of the week is what I would say. Like this,
I love it, Danny.
I'm not a Steelers guy. Any AFC North fan that's not a Steelers fan, all of them hate the Steelers and for good reason. But you can't go against the Steelers in like any type of home game that they have. And also, yeah, Nick Bosa just signed his extension, but granted,
He
he's
hasn't been practicing.
he's a genetic freak. If you just look at him, he probably doesn't need to practice, but you do need to be able to go through the reps and practice and be at training camp and learn the defense and all those things. And him being there, he may not be the Nick Bosa that we know, all healthy and racist. He might not be the guy that we all know and love.
Allegedly.
But no, but that's a great point. That's a great point.
I don't think it's allegedly anymore, Debo.
Allegedly.
Hold on. But that's a great point.
I don't want us to get sued. Allegedly.
Word.
But as we know, D'Amico Ryan, who was the former defensive coordinator for the 49ers last year, he just took a coaching job with the Texans. So there's going to be somewhat of a new scheme in San Francisco. And like Danny mentioned, Nick Bosa not being in the building, not being able to learn the playbook and get the scheme behind him, it might be able to affect him in that first game where he's not as he usually is.
And people would try to say, oh, he's just going to rush the quarterback. Well, you don't just run at the quarterback. It's not his job. It's a lot more complicated at that. He has to know schemes. He has to know where he's going, who he's going against, if he's going to be doing a switch or anything like that. If it's like a flip where at first he comes and gets the tackle and then he switches to get the guard or whatnot. But not being there, not being in the building, it's going to be huge for him. And I think that it might affect him the first couple weeks of the season. Maybe week 1 and week 2 being that he's a very good football player. But my pick.
Steelers are not a bad play.
It's not ridiculous to say the Steelers, but I'm gonna say the Steelers. I've been feeling like this. I've been feeling like this is gonna be a Steeler win all off season, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
I love it, Danny.
Kenny Pickett, you're a very lucky man. D'Amico Ryan isn't there anymore. D'Amico Ryans.
I mean, their new DC is not bad either.
Is he smelling salts?
No. If I'm correct,
then he's not that
good.
Steve
Wilkes. I don't think Steve Wilkes uses smelling salts.
They got Steve Wilkes. That's their DC.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, we'll be there. We'll be there.
Is Travarius Ward playing? I know he's questionable right now. Because that's a big.
I'm not sure about that.
Mm-hmm. All right, Dibo. So who do you have winning this game?
I'm actually gonna go with the upset pick, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Agreed.
And
you guys hated it. You guys hated me saying that last week, but now you love it.
Nobody hated it. Nobody hated it. We just hated that you have them winning 12 games. That's what we hated.
That might be true. I might now believe the 12 myself.
Bro just said it. Nigga just said it just to say it.
I hella got no morals.
I respect it, Matt. No, I'll always respect it. Shock value over ball analysis. I'll always respect it.
I have to produce the content. I have to get the clicks.
Hey man, payday. Rent was due. Rent was due.
But yeah, with the Steelers, I think a key aspect of this game is going to come down to the Niners O-line versus Pittsburgh's D-line. And with the Niners O-line, if you really look at their starters, minus Trent Williams, they have a really big problem right now. A very big problem. I'm going to run down the names. Aaron Banks, Jacob Brendel, Spencer Buford, and Colton McKivitz. Those are their starters on the line right now beside Trent Williams. Going up against a guy like TJ Watt and the Steelers, they have other key components on their D-line as well. Their front seven too. They're always going to have a respectable front seven for most years. That's what they're known for with Mike Tomlin as their head coach. I think they're going to cause some real damage, make Brock Purdy make some very key miscues, some very poor throws, get him off his balance, and overall just get the Niners offense out of sync.
Question for you guys. Since we have two of the best defensive ends playing in this game with Nick Bosa and TJ Watt, are you guys familiar with Frank Michael Smith? You guys know who that is?
Frank Michael Smith.
I think I've heard of the dude. He does like TikTok and stuff.
Yeah. He's a TikToker with the hoodie on.
Yeah. Yep. You got it. He made a video, and he was saying how defensive ends are the second most impactful position in football. Like second to quarterback, right? Obviously. And what he used was he talked about some numbers, right? So the Browns are 4-10 without Myles Garrett. The Steelers are 1-10 without TJ Watt. And the Niners are 4-10 without Bosa, right? Now, this is all from him. I wanted to give him credit for it. Do you guys agree that defensive ends are the second most important position right now in the NFL?
Yeah, for sure. I'd agree with that.
I'm going to have to go with it. For me right now, it goes QB, of course, at 1. Then the DN, the pass rusher. Following that with the wide receiver at 3. And then the lockdown corner at 4.
Yeah, and I don't even think that it has to be defensive end. I just think that it has to be pass rusher, as seen by the Chiefs with Chris Jones, as he's like an interior guy. But you just have to have that elite pass rusher that can – you have to be able to get to the quarterback in today's game. There's too many elite quarterbacks that if you give them 3-4 seconds in the pocket, they're going to dice you up the whole game. You have to have that guy that, number one, the offensive line and the quarterback fears, and 2, that can actually like get it done no matter what.
Very true. Very, very true. I mean, and we've seen this before with Super Bowl winning teams in the past too as well.
And on top of that,
you go back. Oh, sorry. You go first, Matt.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, all right.
It was bro delayed.
Hey, man, bro. Hey, I think.
Yeah, no, Matt's delayed.
Am I delayed?
Yeah. It's by like a second off. I'm not going to lie.
Well, let me leave and come back. Yeah?
I think it was Matt.
I think, okay, yeah, who will join? But I was about to say, with the past Super Bowl winning teams over the years, what do we have in common? an elite pass rusher,
Yeah.
or even borderline elite. The Chiefs, Chris Jones. The Rams when they won it,
Aaron
Aaron
Donald and
Donald.
Von Miller.
Those two. The Buccaneers, they had multiple pass rushers too.
Nah, keep it, Dibo. Keep it. Keep it.
Nah,
Let's try something
don't you
different. Keep it,
don't you
Dibo.
dare. No, because I can't make reels with myself. Think about it. See, it just makes logistical sense. Lovely. But carry on. I don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, and the Buccaneers too as well. Shaq Barrett, he's not. I want to say he's an elite pass rusher, but at the same time, he's a very good pass rusher. And they had a very good D line as well with Ndamukong Suh, Vita Vea, other guys like that making big plays there. And to finish it off, the D lines, the pass rusher, it matters in today's NFL.
Yeah.
No, for sure. What I was gonna add was, I was gonna say when you do have an elite pass rusher like that, it really limits the offense's playbook because you can't really look for those chunk plays downfield because you know the pressure is going to be coming. So it really makes your drives down the field have a lot more plays, and the margin for error goes up a lot. And so I think having an elite pass rusher is absolutely vital to any team that wants to contend.
I agree. Full-heartedly.
Hey man, hey, see guys, man, we know ball. We know what we talking about. We can dissect the game. We can dissect the game down. Come on.
Yeah, Dibo can read.
We know the allegations weren't towards Dibo.
Yeah, I know you're not talking, Danny.
Shut up, everyone. I'm an elite reader, and we all know it.
Well, we'll have to have Hatcher do an open reading.
Yeah, we're gonna have a
one
live
full
stream.
page of a Harry Potter book. I'll do it.
All right, Dibo, what's the next game though?
The next game we got up Panthers Falcons. Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Don't care, Skip.
We still gotta talk about it though. Panthers, they are the favorites for this game at 3.5.
Go ahead, Danny.
I'll start that way. I can get on the good side of all the Arthur Smith fanboys.
Lovely. So we're agreeing on this one.
I'll go with the Falcons because I think that they can run the ball down the Panthers' throat. It's really the main reason. Not because I think Bryce Young will have a great game, and I could even see it where Bryce Young could lead a game-winning drive. But I think the Falcons' run game and especially that O-line, it's just too good. I'll go with the Falcons.
Yeah, I'm gonna be agreeing with Danny here. I mentioned it last episode how the Falcons were the only team last year in the league to have more rushing yards than passing yards, and they're the only team I think that's gonna do it again this year. And on top of that, the Panthers have some key injuries, especially on that wide receiver core, that scares me a little for Bryce Young's debut. And so I think that the Falcons D had some key additions on the defensive end. Obviously, we got into that last episode with Jesse Bates and Calais Campbell. I think the pass rush will be able to disrupt Bryce Young a little bit. And like Denny said, I think when you're controlling the time of possession, keeping the hands out of a rookie QB's hands who just has all the adrenaline, I think good things will happen for you. So I'll take Atlanta.
Before I give my pick for this Carolina-Atlanta game, I have a fact for you guys. So the fact is, the last quarterback to ever be drafted first overall and won their first NFL start.
Hold on. I was gonna say you should ask us, do some little trivia.
Yeah, we could have done trivia.
Bro, that's your thing, man.
I was gonna say Baker, but he didn't win his debut, or he won his debut, not his start.
I get what you're saying because he came in midway through the Jets game.
Yeah, because Tyrod Taylor got a concussion.
Well, I thought his lungs got punctured.
No, that was Justin Herbert.
No, that was
Herbert. Yeah. I know.
If you have a high drafted rookie quarterback, get Tyrod Taylor in the building. That way, Tyrod Taylor eventually, sadly, gets hurt, and then the rookie quarterback has to come in and look amazing their rookie year.
Yeah.
Wait, what about Davis Mills?
He was good his rookie year.
Davis, yeah.
Was he not good his rookie year?
I mean, he was good for the circumstances.
Okay.
That's fair. Okay, I get that. But as I was saying about that fact, the last first overall draft pick to win their first NFL start was David Carr back in 02. And since then, QBs have gone 0, 13, and 1 since. So it's gonna be hard for Bryce Young to get that first dub in his first start.
If
And with
anyone
that
can
being
do it, it's
said,
my beautiful Bracey Poo.
chill out. But with that being said, I am going to go with the Atlanta Falcons as well. I just think their running game with B. John Robinson in his first game, it's going to be some fireworks. Derek Brown in their front seven, they're gonna have a lot on their hands to stop that rushing attack. But I don't think it's going to be enough. I got Atlanta winning this.
Lovely. Love when the boys agree.
Well said.
Mm-hmm. All right. What's the next game this week?
Next game, we have Danny's game of the week, and that is the Bengals versus the Browns. Bengals are 2-point favorites.
Danny, go ahead.
Wow. I want to try to be as non-biased as possible, but that doesn't mean that I'm just going to completely ignore my facts and what I do know about this game and what I do know can happen. It can go either way, but I do think that the Browns are going to pull it out. I do think that the Browns end up winning week 1. 2 years in a row. Hasn't been done since like the fucking 80s for the Browns, but we'll win 2 week 1s in a row. I do think they'll end up winning, and it has nothing to do really with offense. It's mainly just because of how the Bengals play. They have to have 3 wide receiver sets, which means that you can't afford to have extra protection on the offensive line. Now Myles Garrett actually has real help. Myles Garrett before was the only reason why we were winning these games against the Bengals, but now he has real help. The Browns invested in the defensive line. They've invested in the defense in general. They've turned over the reins to Jim Schwartz, and he knows how to create pressure. He knows how to get to the QB. So I think that'll be the reason why we end up winning this game. Joe Burrow will be on his ass probably about 4 times at least. I'll go Browns in a smooth little 29-23 win.
Ooh. Danny,
odd numbers.
I like where your mind is because I also had a one possession game. I also had a one possession game in mind. And in fact, I'll talk you through what I see.
All right.
I see Nick Chubb gets into the end zone with about 2:33 left in the fourth quarter.
Could see it happening,
Right?
yes.
What the hell?
Oh, this man got that McDonald's Wi-Fi, bro.
God damn, man.
Oh my god.
And then you see a Joe Burrow game-winning drive that you're trying to say.
I don't know what's happening. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
I don't know why my computer's
we're good.
But yes, I see that 2-minute drill. This is one of those games that it just comes down to whoever gets the last possession is going to win. And I don't know why, but I feel like it's just going to be the Bengals, so I'm taking the Bengals.
It's fair.
Hey, yo, Matt, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, take that computer to fucking Best Buy, bro. Take that shit to Best Buy.
Geek Squad.
Get Geek Squad on the case, man, because bro, we've had mad issues with the computer over these past few episodes, man.
Get that thing off the pod.
Bro, you know the fucking the Best Buy in Southland's closed down.
Oh man, legendary store. I can't believe
it did close down. But yeah, I was trying to get some like a card reader for my camera, but at the same time, yeah, it's sad days. Sad days.
You know, it has to be Chat GPT that's making my computer go crazy.
Telling Hatcher, it's over. You're done.
It's Hatcher.
No.
All right. We gotta get back. We gotta get back. Okay, we gotta get back. For my prediction, I am going with the Browns. Like Danny said,
ball nowhere.
That Browns D line, the improved Browns D line, the new look Browns D line, alongside Miles Garrett going up against the Bengals spread offense. They like to go 4, 5 out, get these 3 wide receiver, 1 tight end sets, which at the same time leaves a lot of open, a lot of I don't know what to say for this, but a lot of opportunities for the D line to eat off the edge on the outside to get easy pressures through because you don't got enough protection to block off guys like Garrett and Darius Smith. So, like Danny said, expect Joe Burrow to get into the pressures, to get to the hits, and even a few sacks here and there.
One thing
So I'm gonna
I
go with the Browns.
one thing I wanna say, this won't be a clean game by either QB. I wouldn't be surprised
Oh, yeah.
if both QBs have multiple turnovers. Burrow, being that he hasn't played since last season, and with the Browns D line, and Deshaun Watson being that he is an idiot who has too much massage oil on his hands. So it won't be a clean game from either QB, but I think the Browns just have a run game that they can lean on a lot better. And I think it might be raining in Cleveland. Who knows? I don't know. It might be raining.
Ooh, I did not check weather. If it's raining, I might have to change my pick.
It's cloudy from what I've seen so far. Y'all know when I'm near the bad bitches,
Cleveland
I
is
just
always
check the
cloudy.
weather. So
Please. You knew the oh man.
when I'm near the
Damn.
hose, I pull out that weather app, y'all.
I be pulling out the calculator, just trying to see if
Ask
it
me the
still works
weather of
or
any place on the continent, I'll give it to you instantly.
not. All right, man. We gotta move on. Next game, Jaguars versus Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Jaguars.
Jags are 4.5 favorites.
Jags,
I don't even-
move on.
I don't
Jags, move
even
on.
gotta waste my time with this.
Jags, move on. We don't need to make this another 3-hour podcast episode.
Yeah, I'm going with the Jags as well. May God bless Anthony Richardson. It's
God
gonna be a
bless his
tough
heart.
one to pull
He's
off.
such a good guy, man. God bless his heart.
Hold up. Over under 1.5 interceptions for Anthony Richardson tomorrow.
Smash that over, y'all. Smash that over.
I mean, you can throw in the Jaguars secondary if
Not
you're
with
being
them receivers.
honest. Michael Pittman and Alec Pierce. I don't know, man. 2 physical guys can go vertical. Could
No
cause some
running game though
problems.
to help him out.
No run.
That
Well,
is
he
true.
is the run
They
game,
are.
bro. He is the run game.
I think they're 2 top QBs. Running backs right now for tomorrow's game are going to be Deion Jackson and Evan Hull. So
Damn.
yeah. We got to move on though. Pray for Anthony Richardson, y'all. Next one.
Imagine he pulls off the upset after we just.
I'll be there. I'll be there no matter what. I'm a big AR.
Hey man, I'll put my hands up in the air. I'm actually rooting for AR-15. So hey, prove me wrong, man.
Love the
Prove me
kid,
wrong.
but
Yeah.
it ain't gonna be good this rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
Except for
All
the
right.
quarterback from the Browns. Let's be real.
All right, man. Bucks Vikings for our next game. Vikings 5-point favorites. Who do we got?
I'll say this. I think that the Bucks could be a sleeper upset, but
yeah.
I'm gonna take the Vikings because they're home. If they were on the road, this could be a very different prediction. But since they're home, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'll take the Vikings.
I agree with you, Matt. I've been thinking about it recently. Like, that Bucks team sucks, yeah, but something just feels just a little too off about this game. Where I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks won. That's the thing. Week 1 Baker. Streets know about Week 1 Baker, so I don't. It could be a real thing. I don't. It could be something that happens.
We saw in the playoffs, you can do anything against this Vikings D that you really want to. Plus, they lost to Darius Smith and Dalvin Tomlinson. So, I mean, it's like you can do whatever. You literally can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever, bro. So, we'll see. I'm going to say Vikings, but it's in the back of my mind that it's like it could happen.
Yeah. Dibo?
I'm gonna go with Minnesota too as well. but at the same time, Baker, Godwin, Mike Evans, they could cause some damage. I'm not gonna lie. You look at the Vikings secondary and their front seven. A lot of question marks, a lot of questions to be asked about that side of the ball for the
Front
Vikings.
7. I'd say all 11.
I'd say all 11.
All
Yeah.
11. Yeah, I want to be, I want to be more dramatic, but at the same time, their entire defense, a lot of questions to be desired. Their pass rush isn't really good enough to cause that much damage, even with the Bucks' poor O line. So I'm expecting Baker to get some time in the pocket to make some throws, get some easy reads off to Godwin and Evans, and possibly get some big plays in.
And you got to remember, they hired Brian Flores, was a big blitz guy, so there's going to be a lot more man-to-man like coverages that we'll see. So Baker can take his shots all day, and you know that Baker loves to do that.
Yeah. But then again, it's like you also have the Vikings offense against Tampa secondary. And Tampa's secondary scares me quite a bit.
Jefferson, 150 yards incoming. We'll be there. We'll be there.
Jefferson will have a massive game. Hawkinson will have a good game. Madison is due. Well, we'll see.
25-year-old.
You mean Jordan Addison? Jordan Addison. So
you mean the 25-year-old running back Alexander Madison, right, Matt?
That 25-year-old.
Yeah.
Don't forget it. Best plug and play option when Dalvin Cook was out.
Bro, stop gassing up Alexander Madison. Fantasy.
Well, then he started me on that.
I had to do it.
I just want to get that off. My fault.
I don't think you'll necessarily run it on this Bucks D. The one thing that's been consistent about the Bucks D these past couple of years is that they've always had good run defense. The pass defense has always been iffy, but Vita Vea has always been able to hold down the run defense.
Future Brown.
Nah. Future Hall of Fame. Actually.
I don't know about that, but
Super Bowl.
That's it.
Okay, and
how many Pro Bowls? I don't know how many Pro Bowls or All Pros.
Yeah. You trying to see? You trying to claim him to be in the Hall of Fame when you don't know like the facts with his career so far. Come on now.
Well,
learn the game, brother.
You say it like that.
Learn the game, brother. And quick check, only one Pro Bowl. One Pro Bowl. Been to the Pro Bowl only once.
Yeah,
no All Pros, no nothing.
But how many Pro Bowls do you have?
Ooh, great question.
None, because I'm not in the NFL.
Great question. Mike Evans is asking the same question to you.
I mean, wide receiver is probably the hardest position to get into the Hall of Fame. So I would not.
Mike Evans, he'll be a Giant by week 9.
Chief.
Shut up, monkey. You don't deserve it. I'm sorry. That was instinct. I don't mean those comments, everybody.
Yeah. Danny's black, by the way. So yeah, he can.
I can say it.
He's been telling me these jokes since like we were, we little children. So yeah, I'm used to it. But with that being said, should we move on to the next game? Damn,
Denny has you used to discrimination. Yeah, let's move on.
I'll be seeing stuff back soon too. No, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. The next game, Titans Saints at Caesar Superdome. Saints 3.5. Why are you saying?
Why are you excited about that?
Because this is an interesting game. There's an argument for this to be one of the more interesting games this week.
Man, I don't.
Bro, hit the funk flex. Ooh.
Ryan Tannehill, Derek Carr QB battle. Ooh.
This game has a lot on it.
What do you mean a lot? I don't care.
Let's think about it. The Titans took some big risks signing DeAndre Hopkins, right? So I mean, this is kind of their season to either decide whether we blow it up or whether we actually try to still win now. And that all starts week 1. This is Tannehill's case to stay a starting quarterback in the league. We'll see if that happens. This is Derek Carr's case to stay a starting quarterback in the league for however many years. So there's a lot of jobs riding on this game.
Dennis Allen,
well said. Mike Vrabel is safe though.
Teflon.
Mike Vrabel can coach there as long as he wants. I feel like for the time being.
Yeah.
Week 1 though, I'm gonna take the Titans. Actually, I'm gonna take the Titans, man. Like Danny said, there's a coach on that Saints team, Dennis Allen, and he really does not move me. I think that Mike Vrabel is a top 10 coach in the league. There's no reason for the Titans last year to be 7-3 before Tannehill got hurt. Derrick Henry's going to be back and healthy. The defense will be good because they're a Vrabel defense, and he's had the whole offseason to prepare. So I'll be taking them.
I'm going to go Titans as well. Mainly the same reasons why Matt said, and also I just don't like Derek Carr.
I am scared, though, because Mike Thomas is healthy. Michael Thomas is healthy.
Hey, he got that 1-2 games a year where he's healthy.
Exactly.
That man be
I'm saying
scary,
it's week
bro.
1, so he'll be there.
He be scary, bro.
I'm gonna agree with the both of you guys. I'm going with the Titans to pull off the upset over the Saints.
Wow. Wow, the boys are on.
Bro, a Mike Vrabel versus Dennis Allen coaching battle, that's a mismatch. That's too easy.
Hydrogen
That's
bomb
way too
versus
easy.
coughing baby.
And I really think
Go ahead.
And I really think that that's going to be the deciding factor to whoever wins this game. Is just going to be who is going to have the better game management, who is going to manage the clock better, who is going to make more adjustments. And I think Vrabel, as we've seen over the years, he's one of the best at doing that. And with Dennis Allen, he's one of the worst by far. and I don't know why he still has a job. He should have been fired last year, but it doesn't matter. The Saints are going to take this loss. Derek Carr against my Vrabel coach defense. I don't know about that one.
We'll be there.
Dibo, I got to ask you a question then. You mentioned that Dennis Allen should have lost his job. I agree personally. But hypothetically, let's say he loses it this year. What OC candidate or former head coach do you want to see take over the Saints?
Ben Johnson, immediately. That's one of the Lions' offensive coordinator. The Shane Waldron, the Seahawks offensive coordinator, that's another great one. I really like what he's been doing with their offense with Geno and Lockett and DK, and they're going to be even better with JSN and Kenneth Walker with another year under his belt. So those are the top 2 guys on my list right now that are early candidates to be head coaches for next year.
I like the Ben Johnson pick, but I think Ben Johnson at the end of this year will have some better jobs than New Orleans.
Bro, he's gonna be a first-year head coach, man. That's the best you can get.
I don't know if the Saints is the best you can get. I think there are some teams that will definitely have a worse record than the Saints, giving him a job. But I think they'll have more stability at that quarterback position, which if you're going to be a head coach, I think is more important.
Okay. Look, man. Unless you're an organization like the Falcons, the Cardinals, bro, taking a job with the Saints.
No, the Saints are not a better organization at all. But would you rather have a job here? I'm gonna say some coaches I'm gonna say some teams with coaches on the hot seat, and you're gonna tell me whether or not that would be a better situation. Okay. First one up, I think this is the most obvious hot seat one. The Chargers with Brandon Staley.
Yes.
That's a better job, right?
I have Herbert. Enough said. Yeah.
We said this with a big contingency. But if the Patriots have a very bad season.
Shut the fuck up. No, we're not even doing it. No.
They're not getting 4 wins, Matt. Damn. Stop saying that. You look stupid.
Imagine they have 2 wins. Look how bad you would look.
No.
Commanders.
Regardless, he could go 0-16,
Commanders,
0-17, and he's not getting fired.
Okay, for the Commanders, if they had Dan Snyder as their owner still, no, hell no. But now it's different. So yes, I'd absolutely take that job
over the Saints. The Saints is my question.
Over the Saints. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would.
I'd take it over the Saints as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have more space to cook with Washington.
Tampa.
No,
No.
This is Todd Bowles last year, I think.
I think so as well.
Yeah, last year should have been his last year.
First and last.
Yeah.
The Rams, if McVay retires.
Or takes a job with ESPN alongside Pat McAfee,
Which he's
I
gonna
don't
do.
expect. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens.
No, I wouldn't take the LA job.
Unless I get Caleb Williams, then
I
no,
agree,
I would not take that job. No.
I agree with that. I agree. The Rams just the future is so bleak and there's so much uncertainty.
Yeah, man. Hey, we'll talk about the Rams soon. Don't worry about that, Matt. But we gotta move on. Next game, Cardinals Commanders.
Commanders,
at
move on.
FedEx Field.
Commanders.
Move on. We
7
don't have to do it. We don't have to do it. Move on. Just say
I'm
the
going
team
with
and
the
move.
Commanders too. Hey, God bless John Gannon. God bless God bless them, man. They're gonna have a rough season.
I rarely draft defenses in fantasy football. I made sure to draft the Commanders defense for week 1 specifically.
Nah, Ravens defense.
Them two would have been fire.
I got them in both my leagues.
Amen. Speaking of the Ravens, we're gonna talk about them next with Ravens Texans at M&T Bank Stadium. Baltimore 9.5 favorites.
Ben, let me get
in Baltimore.
Yeah, it's in Baltimore.
I thought it was in Houston. Oh, wow, they're really fucked. Yeah, they're really fucked. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, let me get the Texans. You know, I think CJ Stroud might throw for like 600 yards and 8 touchdowns. Nah, with all ridiculousness out of the window, give me the Ravens. We don't need to spend much time on this one.
I got the Ravens, and I think CJ Stroud might look really bad week 1. And I like CJ Stroud, but I don't think that it'll be his best work.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Ravens as well. CJ Stroud, God bless his heart. That Texans O line going up against that Baltimore front seven. Not a good matchup for Houston at all. He's gonna have a lot of pressures coming towards him the whole game, which is going to lead to a lot of missed throws, a lot of poor decision making, and a lot of turnovers as well. So it's not going to be a good one for Stroud at all. I'm taking Baltimore comfortably.
I agree.
One of the easier games this week to pick.
By far. Next one. Now we are on the 225 games for this week. And we're going to start off with the Packers and Bears at Soldier Field.
Ooh, this is
oldest rivalry in the NFL. And the Bears are 1-point favorites. Who you guys got?
Go ahead, Danny.
I got the Green Bay Packers. I do. Not that I'm like reluctant to say it, but I do have the Green Bay Packers winning this football game. Simply because I like Justin Fields, but we don't know how it's gonna work out yet. I got to see a week or two of it.
No, I agree. I'm taking Packers as well in this one. Fun fact that I saw today. Do you guys want to guess the the Packers record without Aaron Rodgers?
2-12.
Dibo?
5-16.
I don't know the record. The win percentage is 500. They're 500 without Aaron Rodgers.
Why the fuck did you ask us if you didn't even know? What the hell?
Yeah.
Because I heard that they're 500 without.
Bad podcasting.
But I like the sparks that I saw from Jordan Love last year. I think that he'll actually have a pretty solid year this year. I think he's had some time in the league to kind of understand. He had one of the better mentors that you can have in Aaron Rodgers, who was a guy who learned from Brett Favre. So I'll take them in this one. But this is an exciting game, I would say.
I'd be inclined to agree. That's probably America's game of the week on Fox, huh?
I think so.
No way.
Yeah,
it is. The fucking Rams were gonna get it, man.
Rams Seahawks?
No, I was gonna think Eagles Patriots, but that's on CBS. So yeah, probably.
Yeah. All right. With my pick, I'm gonna be different for this one. I'm going with Chicago.
Niggas
Hey
just
man,
trying way too hard to be different.
I sure am. And in my eyes, Christian Watson is gonna be out with an injury, which look at the rest of that Packers receiving core. I don't know, man. Jalen Reed, Romeo Dobbs,
Yeah, let them cook.
lots
Let
of
them cook.
lots of improving talents, and they're gonna go up against. While young, I think they're a very talented secondary core, an underrated secondary core led by Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon. Hey man, they could cause some problems on that end, the Bears secondary. And for Jordan Love, I don't know, man. I'm sure he's gonna get some time in the pocket because the Bears D line is pretty weak. Besides them getting a Yannick Ngakoue, but at the same time, if the receivers can't get open, what can you do as a quarterback? And with the Bears offense, Fields, Moore, Khalil Herbert, I'm very high on. They're gonna make some very big plays, some very big splash plays. With the Packers defense last year, they were getting gassed at times in a lot of games as well. Yeah, we've seen that with the Eagles as an example. That Sunday night game. And man, I expect that to happen in a way with this one. I'm still gonna pick Chicago. Are you good, man?
Bro, my computer's fucking up again. Bro, I saw my shit was frozen. I saw my shit was frozen, and I'm like, what the hell?
Nah, that's
Yo,
crazy. That's crazy.
I saw that. I man was completely frozen. I thought he
I thought bro was just like.
I
bored.
thought he was slumped. Bro.
That's crazy, bro.
You gotta take that computer in. Oh my god.
Yo, Geek Squad,
bad.
y'all, he coming. Shit, at least take it to like fucking like Radio Shack or something, bro. Like,
Look at me,
get
bro.
that shit
No
fixed,
way.
bro.
It said Radio Shack. Oh
Get
my
that shit
god.
fixed, dog. Take
Bro,
it somewhere.
Cause I was bad confused. I'm like, bro, no way he's standing there for a whole minute with no emotion.
That's like,
I was thinking, man.
hey, man, him using that computer is the equivalent of like a girl still driving a 06 Nissan Altima. Like, you gotta get that thing off the road, bro. You gotta get that computer out of here, bro.
Bro, I need to ask him about like what year he got his computer because that guy.
What's the over under?
What? I'm gonna say 2014.
I'll go 2017. It's gotta be a little bit newer than that.
That's fair.
2014 would be crazy. If it's 2014, bro, that's insane.
That's fair because with my family we using a computer that we got back in like what 2013, 2014.
But that's like a family computer.
Yeah, that's one of the family computers. It's not good. It's really slow. It's a slow ass computer. I'm not gonna lie. With all due respect.
It was 2013 though. I guess the job done.
Kind of.
Squads, right. What a symbolic display for my laptop. I'm on a different computer now, so hopefully it works better.
Different computer. Okay, we got that. We got the potato quality going on. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't worry, Matt. You still look very handsome to me.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
we'll have to figure it out.
Yeah,
we'll make it through the episode.
Apologize for the technical difficulties, folks. We will be better next time. Hopefully, maybe.
Will we?
Hopefully, each squad will figure it out.
Yeah, you need that. You need to get that checked in ASAP, my brother. But with that being said, we got to get on to the football. And with the next game, we got an AFC West matchup. Raiders, Broncos.
Lock. This is my lock of the week. Broncos are an absolute lock this week. I'm taking the Broncos.
I am taking the Broncos as well. This man Danny, along with Matt, has bad technical
This is
stuff
not
as
our
well.
episode. This is not our episode.
It's really not. Hey man, when you begin a podcast, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of technical difficulties that come along this road, and that because you don't have the highest quality. I'm sorry, we're not like I Am Athlete. Pick a side, those guys with high quality cameras and stuff like that. Like, I mean, look at the look on the top right. I can't move my. Yeah, you do it, Matt. Like point up there. Yeah, look at that, bro. We got the StreamYard watermark. We still got that up there. We've been doing this for like months now. Come on. So we're still learning here. But we're gonna get better.
We're young.
We're gonna get better.
We're young, dumb, and broke. shout out.
Sure are. Shout out, Khaled, man. Oh, this man. This man,
is he
Danny
in the
still can't
background?
get him. He's in the background, but I can't add him here. Now I can.
But no,
Guys,
Bro-
I was trying the media was trying to silence me. Dibo is a part of the media and he was trying to silence me. But don't worry, guys, I'm back and I'm gonna do something that's huge. Okay, it's gonna be something that you've never seen before. I'm gonna make this podcast great again. You hear me?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But this is my lock of the week. I think Broncos are a lock this week. I think week 1 at home. I think the home crowd will be able to carry them a little bit. I think Sean Payton is going to have the team rejuvenated. I think we're going to see a better Russ. And on the flip side, I think going from Derek Carr to Jimmy G is a drop. And I think they're going to struggle quite a bit. So give me the Broncos.
I'll take the Broncos as well. But the Raiders do have a better chance than people want to give them.
Oh, well,
I
they
mean,
got
that is
the better
true.
high-end players. They got the better top talent.
Don't the Raiders normally like sweep the Broncos every year? Like this isn't just like something that happened
last
one
year
time
was like a
last year.
rarity, I think. I'm pretty sure. Typically, they usually split. Because they're
I
like,
could see the Raiders coming into Empower Field and taking one.
I could see it too, but I'm guaranteeing a lock for the Broncos. They just
I mean,
have
they
to
did do
win.
that last year, though. They did do that last
Yeah,
year.
they swept Broncos last year. But I mean,
Yeah.
not every team in the AFC West. I think did the Broncos sweep the Chargers last year?
They did.
Mhm.
Right? No. They lost on Monday night.
No, they totally
Oh,
did.
they did. My fault.
Game
That was a
horrible.
horrible game.
That game
too.
was so bad.
That was a
bro.
painful game.
I did
Yeah.
homework during that game. That's how bad it was.
Damn.
Oh, I'll be doing a good amount of homework tomorrow.
No, you won't.
No, you won't.
I gotta
you're not
finish
gonna
my
do shit.
astronomy lab. I gotta write.
Yeah,
my-
you're not. Yeah, you're not doing that shit. You're not doing that shit.
But
I be saying that to myself every year. Oh yeah, I could get a little bit of homework done when I'm watching the games. No.
Nope.
Well, I wrote like 75% of my lab report today, so I only have to do one last section of it.
Still not finishing that shit.
I made
And
sure
if
to
you
get
do-
all my homework done.
No, I totally will. Because minimum, at worst case, I'll do it in between the 225 games and Sunday Night Football. Because there's always an hour break in between.
Yeah, there's always that weird break where like you just kind of need a little break from 2K from football.
They always give you an hour break. So worst case, I'll be able to do it then.
Or, I mean, the thing is though, if your team loses on Sunday, you can't do anything else, especially week 1. That's why I had to make sure I get like all my shit done by Thursday because I was like,
It's a little different when you're expecting a loss.
yeah. Unfortunately, we don't expect losses in the Cleveland Browns franchise. We've never been a franchise that expects to lose. So,
Oh, really? Really?
Nope.
I would
Not-
I think history would disagree with that.
well, who cares what history has to say? That's why it's history. That's why I'm going to enjoy the
I'll
present.
talk to the professors.
Dibo, what you doing them
what's the
little
next
baby
game,
ass
Dibo?
fingers for, bro?
We gotta
Yeah,
wrap
Dibo,
it
who
up.
traveled?
That's my symbol for wrapping it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
who
who
started? Who false
Who
started?
traveled? Who
Yeah,
had a false
That's
start?
not the. This isn't a false start symbol.
That's the same shit as this. This.
It's the same thing, really.
Whatever. I don't think I've said it for the Broncos Raiders, but I'm gonna go with Denver for that game. I just think both sides of the ball more talented, better coached by far. Josh McDaniels, it's over for you. It should have been over for you last year, but hey, man, we will be there.
Don't forget, Broncos got the best corner in the league too.
Yes.
I'm telling you, he's above Sauce at the moment.
Who said Sauce is my one?
That's what Dibo said.
Denzel Ward is not the best corner in the league.
Who said anything about Denzel Ward?
Jair Alexander.
Who are you gonna say that?
I was gonna say Jair Alexander, but whatever, dick eater.
Fuck no, Dan.
What you get off dick?
Jair's not better.
So who's number 2 then?
Jair's not better than
Sertan.
My number 2.
Okay. So you would have Sertan above Sauce.
Sauce is not the third best corner in the league right now. I'm sorry.
He is the third best corner in the league.
Hell no. Bro, not
actually. You know what? I was kind of hating.
PS2 and then Jair.
Sauce is not above PS2.
It goes PS2, Sauce, and then Jair. That's the 3.
I agree, Denny. I think that's actually a really good top 3.
Well, thank you, Matthew.
I wish they would call Sauce the same way they call Pat Surtain. I wish, because the amount of holding he was doing last year is crazy. And I'm a fan of letting them play. But some of the stuff he's getting away with is crazy.
Please, bro. You got that off TikTok. You got that narrative off TikTok. Please,
I got that off watching a game against the Dolphins because I wanted to
ball, bro. Learn ball, brother. Please do. Sauce is not a PI merchant. Oh, come on now.
He's not a PI merchant. No, he's not a PI merchant. He's a holding merchant. I'm telling you. Sauce is top 2. I'm not going to talk trash about Sauce because he's top 2, right? I mean, there's not a lot I could say, but the only reason I have Pat above him is just if they were officiated the same way, there's no argument for Sauce.
Dibo, you know what that is, right?
What?
It's the untrained eye right there. See, that's just something that the untrained eye looks at and sees.
All right, but okay, that's true. But we got to move on. Next game, Eagles Patriots. Philly 3.5 favorites, 3.5 point favorites. Who do we got?
Potential trap game, but I'm still taking the Eagles.
I'll take the Birds.
I am taking the Birds as well. Whenever the Patriots go up against more talented teams than them, especially when they have an elite quarterback, they get their shit beat. I'm expecting the same here as well. So yeah, I'm going with Philly.
Also, I think an underrated thing in this is Philly is a notorious team for getting their shit done in the first half, right? So I think the advantage to that, especially against the Patriots, is having a quarterback like Mac Jones play from behind is a huge advantage.
We'll be there.
So, yeah, give me the Eagles.
All right. Next one, Dolphins, Chargers. The Chargers are 3-point favorites.
Chargers. Chargers. They won. They beat the Dolphins last year. And I expect the Chargers to look better than they did last year. So, I mean, I'll just take them again. And they beat the Dolphins convincingly last year.
Yeah. I think I'll go with the Chargers reluctantly because the Dolphins just have too many injuries right now. That's really the only reason why. Also, I'm excited to see the Chargers' new offense.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be close, but I'm going to go with the Chargers. I wouldn't be surprised if I seen the Dolphins win it.
No, for sure. Because they have a huge coaching advantage in this one. And we know that the Dolphins like to start the seasons hot. So,
always. They always start off strong.
So that there's a little risk in picking the Chargers, but I think Justin Herbert is just him at the end of the day.
Justin, you're him. Hey, man, shout out Team USA, though. Hey, we'll be back for the Olympics.
World champions of what?
Shout out Noah Lyles. Knew all along.
He knew all along, man. He knew.
Hey man, he was right about that, but that's for another day. That combo. But with my pick for this game, I initially thought it was going to be more of a toss up, and I was going to go with more uh with the Dolphins for this one, but with the Armstead injury, add that with the fact the Chargers got Bosa, Mack on that line. They're gonna get a lot of pressures on the outside with the blitzes, and they're gonna make Tua fluster. They're gonna make Tua uh, make uncomfortable throws, make bad throws. It's not a good matchup for them right now. And with that being said, I'm gonna go with the LA Chargers for this game.
Good pick. Good pick.
Good pick, Dibo.
Yeah, they know how to play Tua really well, and we saw that during the Sunday night game. Tua did not look good in that game. You take away the middle of the field, make him play on the sidelines, make him make those tight throws. He couldn't do that. And I am expecting the same of that for this game as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I agree with you. I would not be surprised if the Dolphins pull off the upset, though.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would be if the Dolphins won. Either way, whoever wins, I don't think anyone's gonna be too shocked.
Question.
Word.
Where do you have Mike McDaniel's ranked? I think the bottom you can have him is inside your top 10.
He's in my top 5, honestly.
I don't think that's a crazy shout. I think
top 5.
Yeah, I think there's a
I don't know about
argument.
top
I
5.
think he's the best coach in that division.
No, Andy Reid.
Yes,
What?
because Andy Reid is in the same division.
I'm hella tripping. I'm sorry, I was thinking about
Damn.
that. Bill Belichick.
At this point in time, he's better than him.
That's fair.
Not to say that Bill's a bad
That's
coach.
I think Sean McDermott might be on the hot seat.
No.
I think he
is on the hot seat.
I think there's a question for him to go this past offseason. But he has to be on the hot seat, dude. There's no way he can't be.
Sean McDermott's a good dude. They won't fire him in Buffalo.
Sure. I'm sure Nathaniel Hackett was a good dude, but people have to go.
I mean, but with that being said, though, when you compare Sean McDermott to Nathaniel Hackett, it's like 9. It's 9 days.
Sure, but my only argument is just that you have a top 2 quarterback at his peak, and they've consistently, they're regressing. They've gone out earlier in playoffs. Last year, we almost saw them lose to Skylar Thompson, for God's sake. And then in the next round, when they played the Bengals, they looked atrocious. They genuinely looked like they didn't have a single chance to win that game. And we saw Josh Allen take some serious regression last year. Obviously, we know Sean McVay handles the defensive side of the ball. The defensive side of the ball didn't really look that good. I know Von Miller got hurt. I know Tre'Davious White struggled with injuries throughout the season, but the defense wasn't great. Josh Allen had regression. Stephon Diggs had some problems on the sideline during the playoff game.
It's because of the elbow is why he had regression.
He did. I agree. Yeah. But I also think it's part of losing Dibo. So I just think there's a lot of questions for this Buffalo team. And I think they lost some key pieces this offseason that doesn't help.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Damn. But going back to McDaniel being a top 10 head coach, top 5 even? Nah, I don't know about that.
You don't think he's top 10? You don't think he's top 10?
He might be. We gotta look down the list. So
Reed is for sure there.
Right now.
Reed is there.
Reed, McVay.
Okay.
Kyle Shanahan.
Hold on. I'll just go by the so Bills, McDaniels is the best in the AFC East, right? He's better than McDermott, Belichick, and Saleh at the moment. Can we agree?
Yes.
I would not have him over Belichick. I'm sorry.
Belichick has to.
Come on, Dibo.
I don't want to say Belichick has to prove something because that seems like a crazy.
No.
But
Bill Belichick is a good coach. Bill Belichick is still a good coach. But at this time, I would just take Mike McDaniel.
Yeah.
Nothing against Belichick. I think Belichick has a job in the NFL as long as he wants it. But
yeah, Belichick's in that territory of he can't get fired. I feel like.
Exactly. He's just done too much.
He's got Teflon status. Yeah.
Yeah. But so he's there. Better than Zach Taylor, I think we can all
Yes.
agree. Better than
Yes.
Stefanski.
Yeah.
Is he
Yes.
better than Tomlin?
Mhm.
No.
No.
I don't think so. Okay, I'm glad
No.
we agree. Is he better than Harbaugh? I think
That's
Yes.
actually debatable.
Yes.
That's debatable.
He might
That's
be.
debatable.
He is. Ravens fans hate John Harbaugh by like week 8. Yes, he's better than him. Every year they hate John Harbaugh.
That's actually debatable right now, and I'm gonna go with Mike McDaniel for that.
I will as
I'm gonna say
well.
McDaniel.
How about the allure? The aura is wearing off. It is wearing off. I'm not gonna lie.
You're so gay.
He's better than
Hey,
Vrabel. He's
come
better than Mike Vrabel at the moment, right? Or no? I mean, that's a tough one too.
Yes, I'm
That's
picking
tough.
Vrabel. I'm
Like the
easy
Tomlin
picking
thing.
Vrabel.
So I'll take Vrabel.
That's fair.
Going Vrabel.
Doug Peterson.
Yes, I'd take McDaniels.
I'd take McDaniels as well. We don't need to talk about the other two coaches in that division.
I'm
So Andy
gonna
Reid.
pick-
Andy Reid for sure is better. We don't even.
So
have to-
now we have 3.
And then Staley, McDaniels, Peyton. He's all better than.
Every single one of them.
Better than McCarthy. Is he better than Dayball?
No.
I don't know.
I think I have to say yes.
I think I'll say yes because if Tua never gets hurt, McDaniels
That's my
wins Coach
exact
of the Year. McDaniels
What?
wins Coach of the Year.
Dable coached that Giants offense into being a respectable
The
offense
Dolphins were
with
gonna.
the worst receiving core in the entire league, and with the QB who you guys are not that high on, and Daniel Jones.
Sure.
And they won.
You
like
aren't high
8
on
games
Tua,
or
but how
9
did
games.
how did first 4 weeks of Tua look?
Tua looked amazing. And the Dolphins were gonna win 11, 12 games.
With two of the best wide receivers in the entire league, 2 top 10 receivers.
Okay.
The Giants were what last year? What was their record?
Oh yeah, let's
Nine.
make.
What was their record? 9-8 or 10-7?
They were like 9-8. They were 9-8, I think.
What did
No,
you say, Danny?
they were 9-8-1 or 9-7-1.
Oh,
They had
Yeah.
a tie. I remember they tied.
I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. Like, because I understand both arguments. I understand Debo's argument in that like the Giants literally had no expectations last year, and this man turned them into winning a wild card game, going into the second round of the playoffs, which is very impressive, especially considering, like he mentioned, who was their wide receiver 1 last year. I mean, you can make the argument for 3 different wide receivers who none of them should be in an argument for a wide receiver 1.
No.
Right. But I also understand Danny's argument where, like, if Tua never gets hurt, we saw Tua looking the best he's ever looked. We saw Tua literally looking like a top 5 quarterback in the league the first 4 weeks of the season. We saw Tyreek Hill, even with Skylar Thompson and Teddy Bridgewater, was 30 yards or 50 yards away from being the leading receiver in the NFL. And we saw that with a ton of injuries on the Dolphins. They had so many injuries last year. And almost winning a game in Buffalo. Buffalo's a very good team.
They almost won that game. They
almost won that game with Skylar Thompson. So, I mean, personally, I'm taking Mike McDaniels.
I'd take Mike McDaniels as well.
Yeah.
Why are you guys saying Daniels? It's McDaniel. Make it Daniel, not
Yo,
McDaniels.
kick him.
It's just how said.
No, it just irked me, you know. It
We
irritated me a
gave
little, I'm not gonna lie.
Debo the ick, y'all. Another reason why I
Mike
think
McCarthy,
he's
we're
no
obviously
way.
taking McDaniel over him. Nick Sirianni's an interesting one.
I'm picking Sirianni. I'll pick
I don't
Sirianni.
think Nick Sirianni does as much for the team. Well, hold up. I don't know if that's the correct way to phrase it. I don't think. Let me phrase it like this. I don't think if Nick Sirianni is coaching the Dolphins are as good. But Nick Sirianni isn't the coach of the Dolphins. He's the coach of the Eagles. And I don't think there's a better coach for the Eagles than Nick Sirianni.
I don't like Sirianni. I think Sirianni's a cornball, but Sirianni, I think he's just the perfect coach for the Eagles.
That's what I'm saying. He's literally built for like that culture.
Granted, he doesn't call plays. He didn't call defensive plays last year. He's not going to call defensive plays again this year. And he didn't call. I don't think that he calls offensive play calls, does he? That was Steichen.
I couldn't tell you.
Or Steichen, however you say it. My apologies.
Shane Steichen.
Yeah,
I personally don't have a problem with, by the way.
I do have a problem if my coach isn't calling a play. You're just game managing. I don't like that.
No, I think typically the trend is that game managing head coaches, when you do have an OC and a DC, typically do better. How
No,
long do we
that's
see?
not
How long
true.
do we see the Patriots do that? Where they had Matt Patricia as a DC,
What? And who was calling plays? Who was the guy?
Josh McDaniels.
That is a
Josh
Bill
McDaniels
Belichick
wasn't
did.
the
Bill
OC.
Belichick didn't call defensive plays.
Oh well, Josh. Well, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'd say it's a mix of the two between him and Matt Patricia.
What? Bro, that's Bill. That's Bill all day.
that is 100% Bill.
That's fair.
But Matt Patricia was not calling the plays,
He was
and
not.
even
Bro
if
was
he did,
just there with a pencil trying to look smart.
yeah,
Pencil
he
in
got
the
a
ear,
job
give us
off.
that kind of look.
He got a job off of that, bro.
No, like even if Matt Patricia did, if he was calling plays on the defense, those last few years, right? Those Patriots defenses were not that good.
Yeah.
They were not that good.
No, yeah. I mean, the defense is still elite. Plus, you could talk about special teams coach, but I think the Patriots have always had one of the best special teams, and I think that's more of a trait of Bill Belichick than the special teams coach. But let's move on. Better than Dan Campbell,
Yes.
better than Matt Eberflus, better than Matt LaFleur, better than Kevin O'Connell.
Slightly.
Can we skip all of the NFC South?
Yeah. Don't tell the Arthur Smith fanboys that. They'll.
Are you taking McDaniels or are you taking McVay?
I'm
That's a good
easy
one.
taking McVay.
I'd probably take McVay as well.
I would take
I'm
McVay as
easy
well.
taking Sean McVay.
Even like this dude doesn't care about the game at all anymore, and he can still coach his ass off.
Shanahan, we're
Oh,
obviously
Daddy, what was the story you said about the Rams?
I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. Last year, they were doing like the schedule like release on ESPN or whatever, and McVay came on the show, and they were talking about Aaron Donald and how he decided to come back, and he said, "Guys, the day that Aaron Donald retires is the day that I come and join you guys in the booth." As soon as he said that, I went in the group chat and I said, "They're not even winning 7 games. They won't even win 7 games, bro."
How many did we win last year? I don't know.
5.
That sounds
4
right.
or 5.
It was 4.
No, it was definitely not 4.
It was 5.
It felt like 4.
I think it was 5.
Baker gave us 2 wins, maybe
No, he
3.
didn't. He gave you guys 1.
No, Raiders and Broncos.
Oh, he hella beat the shit out of the Broncos on
Yeah.
Christmas.
Oh
No, Baker was
that
solid.
was
solid
funny.
for us.
Yeah.
So we're
They
taking
did win
McVay.
5. They did
We're
win
taking
5 games.
Shanahan. We're taking Shanahan, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
This is the interesting one. Are we taking Pete Carroll?
I am taking
No.
Pete Carroll.
I'm not.
I
I love
think
Pete
I'm
Carroll,
taking
bro.
Pete
I think I
Carroll.
might take Pete Carroll too.
I'm
Debo.
taking Pete.
love Pete
He
Carroll.
beat the allegations. I'm sorry, Pete. He beat the allegations.
Oh,
My
you're
fault,
right.
gang.
You're right.
My
He
fault,
did.
Pete.
I love Pete Carroll too, so I'll go with Pete Carroll.
So then
My fault,
he's
Pete.
borderline top 5. He's
He's
borderline,
borderline
top.
top 5. I don't know why Dibo made it seem like it was ridiculous. He's borderline top 5.
He's borderline top 5. It depends what coaches you put. It depends if you're taking the Nick Siriannis of the world, if you're taking the Brian Dabolls of the world,
And the Pete Carrolls and whatnots, but he's
Yeah, I'm taking those
The
guys
Harbaughs
over
of the
Matt
world.
McDaniel. I'm not
not
John
taking
Harbaugh.
Harbaugh.
minimum you could have him is like top 8 though.
Yeah, for
Fair.
sure.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta wrap up these next couple of games. Well, with that being said, next game we got Rams Seahawks.
Seahawks. I don't fucking use the top. Cooper Cup sell. Team don't give a fuck. What do I care, bro?
Matt Stafford killed me when he said, "I'm still trying to like become friends with my receivers." Bro, we got a game next week. What you mean you trying to become friends with them, bro? What you mean you still trying to learn their names, bro? We got a game next week.
I'm disappointed in Baker though.
I'm gonna read off the Rams depth chart at the wide receivers.
Hold up. Can I guess some of these names?
Yeah. You should know them.
So Van Jefferson.
Yeah, you're a fan.
Van Jefferson will be the wide receiver 1.
Sadly.
Well said. Ben Scarano or Skaransky or some shit will be wide
Fake fan
receiver.
as fuck. Fake fan as fuck.
We got him.
Wide receiver 2. Wide receiver 2 will probably be Tutu Atwell, and then wide receiver 2 will be Ben Scarano.
Scarano.
However the fuck you say his last name.
Ben Skorotic.
Tight end is Higbee, obviously. Running backs, Cam Akers.
Will he play this week 1? Will he play this week 1? Or will McVay try to kill his career one more time?
I don't know. I mean, he'll probably play. He played a good amount last year.
Hey, yo, man, I got one question.
Like second half of the season.
I got one question, man. Are you excited for Puka Nacua to get some burn tomorrow?
Bro, I'd be excited to see.
No.
I don't care.
Puka would have been the best receiver on the Chiefs on Thursday night, though. I'll say that.
Oh God, it's funny though, because the Rams are going to be in the same position as the Chiefs.
It was.
Caleb Williams, you are a Kansas City Chief. Let's get it.
I see the vision.
I'm picking the Seahawks to win it. It's fucking over for the Rams. Hey, Caleb Williams on the way though. We good, man. Hope it's
I don't
on
know.
the
Do
way.
we have a first round pick this year?
I believe so. Yes.
They almost gave it to Carolina.
Hella tank. I'm so down for a tank. If we have our first round pick, I'm so down to go 0-17.
They almost traded away to get Brian fucking Burns.
No,
I mean, bro, okay, I'm respect to Brian Burns, but at the same time, like
worst trade decline of all time.
Oh, for sure. I remember when we offered that, I was like, no way. I almost thought it was fake. Like, how are you declining that?
and now the Panthers are in a contract dispute with Brian Burns.
Yeah.
Worst trade rejection of all time, bro.
Yeah.
It's definitely up there for sure. All right, the last 2 games for this week, we're gonna start off with the Sunday night game. Cowboys, Giants, Dallas 3.5-point favorites at MetLife Stadium. Who y'all got?
I'm rocking with them boys. It might actually be their year this year. I don't know.
Hell no.
It might actually be their year this year. We never know.
And like, I'm not saying this because they don't have a good roster. Like, they have one of the best rosters in the entire league by far. And they improved on that in the offseason. Brandon Cooks on the offensive side of the ball. Stephon Gilmore, defensive side of the ball. Him and Trayvon Diggs could arguably be the best corner duo in the entire league this season. Like, there's a ton of positive things to be said about this Cowboys team. I'm not picking them to go to Super Bowl, even make a deep run, is because they're the Cowboys. And I know that's like basic analysis. I know that's like casual analysis, first take, undisputed level of analysis. But at the same time, like,
it's true. It is true.
It happens every year when they have a stacked roster, when they have like a very good team. They disappoint every year. It doesn't matter who the QB is. It doesn't matter what their O-line is, their wide receivers, D-line. Like, you cannot count on the Dallas Cowboys to win you a big game, and that's been the same thing that's been happening since 1996.
Have the Cowboys been to NFC Championship game in our lifetime?
Fuck no.
Nobody's ever sent a text message about the Cowboys going to the NFC Championship game.
Bro, okay. The Eagles, multiple NFC Championship games during that span. The Cardinals have been to way more NFC title games. The Bears have. Who else? Who else I'm blanking on? The Panthers too. Minnesota.
Packers.
Seahawks. They're irrelevant when the Cowboys were popping back in the day.
Rams.
Yes, the Bucks, Rams.
Saints.
Saints.
Nice, Danny.
The Saints are horrible during the Cowboys dynasty. And since
Falcons, if we didn't say the Falcons.
Yes, twice. Been multiple Super Bowls as well. Oh.
What y'all doing, bro? But don't worry. The boys are coming.
No. No,
I'm gonna say it every year till it happens, bro. Because eventually, at some point, it'll have to fucking happen.
Bro, we're all gonna die not seeing the Cowboys even go to an NFC title game at this point. It's never going to happen. So stop it.
but
It's over.
this is the best time for it to happen.
Bro,
Because
Jerry,
the
bro,
NFC is
the
so
Dallas, my fault. But the Dallas Cowboys will never even go to a Super Bowl ever again if Jerry Jones is still the owner.
The hell?
Once he kicks, no, I don't know. It's like a voodoo type thing. It's a voodoo type thing.
Well, he's more than an owner. He's also the GM.
That is true, but at the same time, like once he passes away,
So.
hey man.
What the fuck?
I'm just saying. No. I'm not doing it. No, I'm not saying that. No,
I know.
I don't want him. I don't want Jerry Jones to die. But like at the same time, they're not until Jerry Jones stops becoming the Dallas Cowboys owner and GM, they're not gonna be anything.
Well, it'll probably go to his son.
Well, hey man, it's gonna be. It could be different, but at the same time. Not gonna be anything if Jerry Jones is still the owner in the GM.
Jerry Jones inspires me. I'll say it like that. Jerry Jones inspires
what do you mean by that?
Because he's the only dude to own an NFL team and be the GM, and that's my dream. That dude is living Madden in real life.
He really is, bro.
He really is, and I aspire to do that one day. Imagine owning your favorite team and calling the shots.
Jerry Jones is living the fans' life, for being honest.
Bro, he is. Now, he might not be good at it. He might assemble the perfect roster.
Bro, he has like 3 Super Bowls under his belt.
Nah, he's pretty good at his job. It's just that, the Cowboys, they're just kind of incompetent.
Bro, they're just foolish, bro. I don't know what more to say. They just the most foolish shit that can happens.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm just saying this is like their best chance in recent history, just because the NFC is so weak. Because you really only have you have the Eagles, you have the Niners, you can make the argument for Cowboys. You could make an argument. I won't make the argument, but I know Dibo will for the Seahawks. And outside of those 4 teams, what teams are competing?
The Lions.
Get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit.
Yeah. The Lions, I don't know. I don't know if they're ready to compete. I think they might be 1 year away from competing.
But yeah, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna keep saying it. The Cowboys are gonna win the NFC East this year. It's gonna happen.
All right.
Y'all know it.
So are you guys picking the Cowboys?
I'm picking Cowboys, but they're on upset alert.
I'm picking Cowboys, and they're not on upset alert. They'll win the game.
Nah, I mean, I don't think Dak Prescott has ever lost a game against the Giants in his career. He's won 10 straight.
They're missing.
Oh wait, no. He has. He's back in 2016 when Eli was still the quarterback for the Giants. My mistake.
The Cowboys don't have Zeke, and we all know how Zeke was a giant killer. They are gonna miss that.
But I don't know. That pass rush is gonna cause some havoc for Daniel Jones. I expect Michael Parsons, who they said is going to be a 100% full-time pass rusher this season, finally, which they should have done last year. But I expect him to be in that backfield quite a bit.
True.
Even if he is going against Andrew Thomas or Evan.
This might be going a little off topic, but do we think that Dan Quinn will ever be a head coach again?
He should be. I hope they're going to hold 27-3 against him forever, but
no,
I mean 28-3.
28-3.
Yeah,
damn, even worse. Here, how about this? I went over teams with the hot seat. You told me if Dan Quinn can be their head coach. I don't think Chargers won't go with a defensive coach again if they fire Staley. I could see the Commanders hiring him.
I think that the Commanders will end up giving Bieniemy if they move on from.
Oh, Rivera, for sure.
They'll that's just actually
Bieniemy. Yeah, that's true.
Look, I said this. I tried to say it last year. The Cardinals should have gone after Dan Quinn aggressively. I don't know why they
That's
didn't.
true.
You
Dan
have
Quinn,
the quarterback.
nonetheless, he deserves a head coaching job, though.
I do think he should be a head coach somewhere, and I could still see it being the Cardinals. He's led MVP quarterbacks before with Kyler Murray or with Matt Ryan. I think Kyler Murray could be that type of guy for him, or Caleb Williams. Who knows? But I think that the Cardinals would be the best place for him. They need a guy who can be a defensive culture changer, and he would be perfect for that.
I like the Buccaneers fit a little bit more.
The Bucks
Just
as well,
because-
but he wouldn't go to an NFC South team though.
Why? Because he's been with the Falcons.
Yeah, he wouldn't do it.
That's
Dan
fair.
Quinn's a real nigga.
I just think I don't know. I think the Cardinals are headed towards a massive rebuild, and I don't think that's what he's looking for. I think he's looking for a team that already has some pieces.
What
And
about
with
the
that
Chargers?
With that Buccaneers defense, you do have some stable pieces.
The Chargers would be fire.
He's not good. Chargers won't hire him.
They would be fire, I said. If he's on the Chargers.
That's a fantasy. If we want to talk about fantasy football, we can do that, but that's a fantasy at the end of the day.
Come on, bro.
Then Danny, were you an offensive lineman that moved?
I think that I traveled. My fault.
Oh, it's
Hey,
two
man.
steps. It's 2 steps only.
Yeah, we gotta move on. But for my pick, I'm going with the Dallas Cowboys as well.
Oh, we don't
On
know.
upset alert or no?
Fuck no. They kick the Giants' ass every year, and I don't expect it to be any more different. They're way better. They have more talented pieces on both sides of the ball. Dallas over the Giants. More key players as well to make a bigger impact throughout the whole game. There could be some parts where the Giants can control the game and how they would like to control the field, especially with Dibo having the much bigger coaching advantage over Mike McCarthy. But at the same time, Dallas is too much of a talented team. I'm going with the Cowboys.
One last thing before we move off this game. I am excited to see Mike McCarthy call plays for the first time, mainly because I just find Mike McCarthy just a funny dude. I don't know why. Everything that he does is just funny to me. So the first turnover will be hilarious. And then when they show Mike McCarthy like looking confused as fuck at his play sheet, that'll be hilarious as well. So, because I know it's gonna happen tomorrow night, it'll happen. There'll be at least a couple camera cuts where he doesn't look like he knows what the fuck he's doing, and I'll be there no matter what.
Who is the bigger head coach? Andy Reid or Mike McCarthy?
Like fatter?
Come on, nah, chill. Hey, we gotta move. We gotta move on. We gotta move on.
There's an obvious answer.
We gotta move on. We gotta move on.
Let's move on to the most exciting
Please
game
move
this week,
on.
though.
Please move on. Move on, man. God damn.
It's a crazy question, bro. It's
That is a
hilarious.
wild question.
It's hilarious, bro.
Jesus,
Hey,
man.
it's just-
Oh.
It's just a logical line of reasoning.
Hey,
Bro,
we
that
had
is
lunch from
hilarious.
debates. We had lunch from debates. Do not body shame in
Of
any
course
way,
it's lunch
shape, or
room.
Bro, what
form.
is
Of
there
course
about
it's
body
lunch.
shaming, bro? It's just
Oh, but no, chill out. Hey, I just want to clear the air.
No,
Of
there's
course
no
it had
body
to be
shaming.
lunchroom. We're talking
It's
about weight, and
cool.
it had to be the lunchroom.
We
Of course.
cool. We cool. All right. We cool.
Hey,
We're gonna move on. We're gonna
Let's
move
move
on.
on.
And with the last game in week 1, it's for Monday Night Football. We got Bills versus Jets at MetLife Stadium. The Bills are 2.5-point favorites. Big matchup right now. Divisional game. Rogers' first game as a J. Who y'all got?
It ends in a draw.
wow.
Boo!
No, the Bills will win. The
Yeah,
Bills will win.
yeah. I agree, Danny. You wanna start the reasoning or me?
I'll start. I'll just go ahead and I'll say it's because Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers, of course, but you can't really not. It's just not week 1. If this was like week 3, maybe I'd have like a different opinion. But I got to see this offense. I got to see it. See what it looks like. Week 1 in Buffalo, is it? Or is it in MetLife? It's in Buffalo.
MetLife.
No, it's in MetLife. It's in MetLife.
Okay, well that gives me a little bit more optimism for the Jets, but mainly because I don't know what the Jets are, even though it's Aaron Rodgers and he's one of the best QBs ever. I know what the Bills are. I don't know what the Jets are, so I'm just gonna go with the Bills for now.
My reasoning is a little different for the Bills. It's week 1, and it's the Bills.
Oh
And
yeah.
the Bills notoriously start the season hot. We
They
saw
pass
last
that
year
shit.
whether it was destroying the Rams or the Titans in the first 2 weeks of the season. They're a team that always comes out guns blazing. Um, I don't know how long it will take for Aaron Rodgers to learn the Jets offense. I don't know how long it will take for him to build the chemistry. So those are all question marks I have in my mind. But with the Bills, we know that they are one of the best teams that come out week 1. And they might to a fault peak too early, but if you're making week 1 predictions, it's never bad to bet against the Bills or to bet with the Bills. So I'll take the Bills.
Agreed.
Hmm.
Dibo.
Because initially when we were doing record predictions, I had the Jets winning this game, but upon further consideration about the week, I took the Bills.
All right. With my pick, I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills as well. Although the Jets defense, they did play great against the Bills during their 2 matchups last year where they split. With the new season coming on, it being a primetime game, lots of changes being made, especially on offense, bringing in a new QB, bringing in basically a new coaching staff, multiple coaches on the opposite side of the ball. Lots of changes on that side, and I think that with the Jets offense, they're going to struggle a lot in this game and really the rest of this month, just with them trying to gel and trying to get all the pieces together to create a respectable offense, a good offense. And with that being said, I'm going to go with the Bills on this one. I just think with their continuity, Josh Allen being Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs being Stephon Diggs, even though Sauce is going to be on him. DJ Reed's said DJ Reed,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, DJ Reed being great corners. I just think the Bills have enough firepower to steal one away from home.
Is this the year for Gabe Davis? Or does he
Hell
struggle?
no. No.
Is this his make or break season then?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, but this is not his year, sadly.
You've been saying that for the past, what, two years? So,
No, probably just last year.
bro, man, let me talk about Gabe Davis. Dude, I never believed that he'd take the leap after that divisional game. Like, bro, the man was cooking Mike Hughes. It was Mike Hughes he was cooking. And Mike Hughes is a horrible corner, man.
Speaking of washed corners, did you see what Patrick Peterson said
No,
about
What
the
did he say?
49ers? He said they have a lot of tells on offense. And he said, when I get my first pick, you can ask me about it.
we'll see. We'll see, Pat Pete.
I like that bark, but is it all bark, no bite? Or is there some bite to it?
Maybe.
Right.
You're gonna have to see.
Damn. I like when we get out. At this time. Now we got some time to talk if we want to.
Hey man, I'm not gonna lie. It's currently 10:41 our time at night.
At AM. AM.
What?
You can see out my window. It's pretty light out.
No, that's cap. But yeah, it's late, man. I gotta post this. Like, bro, I ain't we don't. It's over, bro. We gotta wrap it up, bro.
It's over.
Vince Carter.
It's over.
I got one more in me.
No, I don't got any more in me. Zero. Hey, yo, but no, I got one question though. Hey, we gonna have a watch party for CSU Boulder? We gonna do that? No? Yes? Maybe?
Maybe if it's snowing, I'll be going.
Well, you know it's gonna be snowing with the bunnies up there.
It's true. No, that man Owen said he's going to Boulder.
He did say that. But it's also only like 30 minutes from him.
I didn't know they were that close. Oh.
Boulder's like, Fort Collins is like 30, 40 minutes past Boulder. They're
I
not
don't
that-
know about that. Yeah, we might have to ask him about that, like pulling up and shit. But
for sure.
hey, man, all I gotta say, Boulder by 60. They're gonna beat them by 30 points by the second quarter. It's not gonna be even close. Shador Sanders, 7 touchdowns, breaking all the school records. Travis Hunter, he's gonna get 3 touchdowns, both offense and defense. It's over for Colorado State. It's done. And like for Owen, if you're watching this, I don't care that you're not a football fan. I don't care that you're not big on football. I will clown on you the whole time. I don't care if I'm in person right by you or like we're doing it in the group chat, but I'm gonna clown you the whole time.
But
So
what
get
if
ready,
he
man.
responds? What if he responds? It says, "Where was Metro against CU?"
Don't matter. We're D2. They're D1. Don't matter. I'm clowning them the whole time.
D1. CSU.
D1 with hella quotations.
Yeah. Yeah.
But how you ass in every sport?
D1.
Bro, real.
D1, bro. D1 and you're trash at every sport.
Shout out.
That's bad.
What year was it? Was it 2021 when CSU made March Madness when they made the tournament?
No, it was 2022.
2022. Shout out 2022. That was the last time and the only time in my life that CSU basketball has ever been good. Football is yet to be good in my life.
That shit will never be good.
It'll never be good. Dion's got all the recruits from the state here. All the Creek and Valor guys, they're all gonna go to Boulder for playing for Coach Prime.
Gavin Sawchuk or whatever. No, I heard Valor's not good this year.
Interesting.
Who's
How?
with
all that money? How? With all the money? How?
I forgot
It's
who I
not
was
possible.
talking to. Hold up. Who was I talking to about it? I don't know why, but they're blanking my mind. But I heard they're not even ranked.
What?
Like they're not even top 10 in the state for football this year.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually absurd.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see that.
I need their whole athletic staff, everybody in their whole like.
Imagine paying for high school
staff to be
sports to not be top 10.
I need everybody in that entire facility to be fired immediately.
What are they doing?
You not rocking with the Eagles and their staff?
Well, if the football team trash, then no.
Bro, Valor is legitimately like, bro, the first time I ever went on Valor's campus, I thought it was a college campus and it's a high school.
Well, Valor's nice.
Valor is nice, but Valor is the definition of you get what you pay for.
I'd agree with that statement.
But
fucking paying to go to high school for.
Yeah, facts. The fuck?
Well,
like, bro, worst case, just fucking move to a neighborhood that goes to Creek.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because you know fucking Valor families can afford that.
And especially for Regis, too. Hey, Regis, bro.
Yeah, Regis is what the?
Regis is sports. Like, bro, imagine like having to pay for a private school and you go to Regis over Valor. Like, bro, what? Regis don't got good sports.
Nah,
they're
bro.
not good at football. They're good at basketball.
For the education.
Man, bro, the sports matter. That's why he went to a sports. That's why he went to a sports school, man. Grandview High School. We was good at sports, man.
Once.
We was rocking it at sports.
Depends on the sport.
Yeah, that too.
Depends on the sport. But Grandview always had pretty solid sports. Okay.
But they were gassing, bro. They were gassing that shit up like they were Creek. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Soccer, we were always legit. Women's basketball, we were
that's
always
true.
Legit.
That's our bread and butter too.
Our basketball team was good until Caleb and Leon left, and then we were ass. We were like dog shit ass.
Bro, that CD, yeah. That was horrible senior year, bro. Man, you went to the Eagle Crest game, when like on their court.
No, that was like one of the only games I didn't go to.
I thought I saw you there.
No, the whole group was there that I went with.
Oh, okay, I remember.
But that was one of the games I couldn't attend.
Dude, I felt that whole game. It was so embarrassing, but we got ran off the floor.
Hold on, I heard Eagle Crest had a pretty nice freshman though, or something like
Yeah.
that. No, I was the dude senior year who started play Tyler chants.
Oh yeah, everybody was doing that.
And I was always ranting. I was always posting something on my story after the games about how Tyler should play.
Because that man was getting like 5 minutes a game, bro.
Right, 5
getting
minutes a
best
game.
4
That's
minutes.
plus minus. And then we
Bro,
go.
he was probably like our best playmaking guard too.
Never tell me
he
PJ
got
Tucker don't
finished.
matter, and then say you like Tyler Elliott.
What?
They're this, bro. Same impact.
No, they're not.
Same impact on the court. Tyler senior year did not do scoring, but he was a winning player.
Tyler couldn't shoot, nor like score, but like when it came to cutting to the basket, making the right play, passing, and defensive effort, hey, he was very solid at that.
So he was PJ Tucker.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Lovely. Yeah, that team was crazy. They just started all the athletic kids instead of all the kids at basketball. If
It
you
was
know, you
not
know.
good.
I don't want to say any names, but if you know, you know.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, it was a bad experience, but we gotta wrap it up. We gotta wrap it up for this episode. It's getting kind of late.
But
And to wrap it up, thank you all. If you watched the whole video, thank you for the love and support. We appreciate it. We just surpassed 3K followers on IG. So thank y'all so much for that. We really appreciate the love and the support you guys are showing over these past few weeks and months. We can't do it without y'all, and we're gonna keep pumping out this content over these next few months.
100%. I'm looking right now, 7 followers away or 7 subscribers away, from 600 subscribers total on YouTube. Get us there, man. Get us there before the next episode, so we got something to celebrate for you guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Lastly, make sure to follow us on all social media platforms, YouTube, IG, and TikTok, all with the handle at Lunchroom Debates. We post daily on all those platforms. So, hey, we're gonna bring that heat. We're gonna keep bringing that heat. And hey, man, it's only the beginning.
Only the beginning. And if you made it this far in the episode, comment Wanny, the GOAT.
Comment Wanny.
That is elite glazing. I hate using that word. That is elite glazing.
I am the GOAT.
That's elite. That's elite glazing. That is what the kids say. Chris Collinsworth levels of glazing.
But if we get enough hype in the comments, we can maybe get a co-host in Wanny.
We might be able to.
Ooh.
Please, for this football season, please.
But that Arthur Smith take, the fans won't like.
I know, man. They won't ever forgive me for that, man.
They won't never let that go.
First step of becoming a Lunchroom Debates member is getting the toxic comments on social media.
That is true. But hey, we gotta go. We gotta go now. Peace, y'all.
Peace.